Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run for the first time with DeAndre Swift. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Swift. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
Complete to
the drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
8-yard pickup. First down, Detroit.
On 1st down, Swift. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34.
Tackled at the 34-yard line.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, You could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
That's good.
And he will have the Bears first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down.
4-yard line.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in third in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
Oh, and it's incomplete. That would have been big in the end zone if he could have held on. Instead, it's second down. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. J.K. Dobbins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the early lead.
Point is good.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Lions, nothing.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
He's taken down at the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And Robinson with a big catch. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They go play action with Wilson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
The ball carrier.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to how they'll feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And that is incomplete here. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
For a Chicago
Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary. He came up with the interception.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Gain on the play.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Bears 41-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. You don't see that a ton, do you? The cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Just 21 yards on the punt there, and the Bears take over.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right?
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. A big loss on the play. That's the bad news. A consolation. They keep the football.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run here with Swift. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
The run only gets Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They get 7 there, but it brings up fourth. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. He may try and run for this. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards in a first.
First down, Detroit.
Took nearly the entire opportunity for him here. First and 10 at the 19. Now a carry for Swift. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Swift, the ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
At the 15-yard line.
Flushed out right. He'll run it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Complete to
Allen Robinson.
Touchdown.
His first touchdown of the new season. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The kicker on for
So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, you're able to get it to them.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
Isaiah Rodgers on the return. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And we're under a minute to go here. What's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A good first down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
10 at the 41-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack.
Back at the 47-yard line.
2nd and long. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And oh, it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
The tackle made at the 40.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down. He finds his way into the secondary again on this drive. They might want to try getting him down a little closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what do they call that? Third level run. First level being the D-line and linebacker. Second level, the secondary, the third. When you block it up well and you make the secondary do all the tackling, that will wear on a defense.
A quick throw here out to Brown. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
To A.J. Brown. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Lions, 31.
He'll look to throw. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It'll be a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy. Maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Right back to Dobbins on 1st. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
They'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
A gain of 14. And the Lions first down.
Running is Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, a 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Wilson gets rid of it quickly. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
He was
able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
Lions.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Detroit.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Now it's Swift. And a short gain down to about the 33. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. This is out quickly to the right. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
What an advantage having a lead guy to build a defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack.
They're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
3rd and long, it's Wilson. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down.
Brings up 4th down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll drop to throw. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
He's brought down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 20-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Buying time to his left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have retaken the lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
On 2nd and 7, Wilson. Caught on the right side by Adams. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with this 4-point fourth-quarter lead. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson, eluding the pressure right. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Back to throw. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And quickly into the hands of Robinson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They go play action with Wilson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
It's a gain of
as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
First down.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
At the 25-yard line.
Throwing now is Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this off to Swift. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
It's now fourth
down. Here's Wilson. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
Touchdown.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
25-yard line. The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not...
It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line.
Today's final score.
Going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Detroit, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll have another road day next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Green Bay Packers. So for Charles Davis and our entire next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.